received the transcript of Linda McMahon's first all-staff meeting with the U.S. Department of Education since taking office. Everything I am about to tell you comes directly from that transcript. The meeting opens with McMahon recounting what Trump told her when she was hired. He told me that I would be successful when I had fired myself or put myself out of a job. She then lays out the specific process for that. Programs will be moved out on a temporary basis through agreements between other agencies. After the move, they plan to tell Congress that the system works and ask for permanent closure of the Department of Education. So 1, move programs out quietly. We saw that with them moving grants like Title I to other agencies yesterday and firing staff. But meanwhile, 13 Department of Education employees have been transferred to the Department of Labor. This means program functions are already being run outside of the Department of Education, but the Department of Education continues to foot the bill. They're saying that these employees are co-managed. Major program offices, including some funding for K-12 schools, are also being transferred to other agencies that have never administered them or know what they're doing. Agencies with full workloads of their own, by the way. She also noted that polling shows that the public opposes closing the department, but they are using tricky language as usual to make people support the change. Like saying they are returning education to the states apparently polls well. She instructed employees to use this message. We are not talking about shutting down the Department of Education. We are talking about returning education to the states. So this is a coordinated narrative shift designed to fool the public into going along with this. But this is what Republicans do. They separate themselves from the policy, like closing the Department of Education, and they hammer home with messaging that works. She also touches on IDEA, says the funding will not change. That may flow through a different account or a different building, which is something she said before, and she frames federal oversight as unnecessary bureaucracy, which she has also said before. She also cites NAEP scores, saying that only 30 to 35% of students could read proficiently or do math proficiently, but the Department of Education doesn't set curriculum, you know that. It just helps kids access curriculum by filling in funding gaps and providing support and training, and without the department and its functions, we can expect to see worse scores, especially from our most vulnerable students. And these numbers probably reflect pandemic-related learning loss and delays, whatever. Alarmingly to me, not only is she destroying the department, she's incompetent. She outlines that the federal education system is being fundamentally restructured piecemeal style without a complete framework for what it's going to look like when she's done with it.